My name is Emma Thompson, and I'm here to present on the matter of whether or not the National Park Service should provide Wi-Fi and build cell towers in their protected areas. According to their website, the National Park Service preserves unimpaired the natural and cultural resources and values of the national park system for the enjoyment, education, and inspiration of this and future generations. However, as younger generations are spending more time on their phones than outside, the NPS has been trying to find a way to broaden the visitor experience to reach that target audience. And they have proposed to provide cell service in the parks as a solution. On the other hand, some say that this will only be detrimental in the long term and would impede on the NPS mission statement for nothing in the end. Because of this controversy, the research I have done intends to clarify this question by describing the content, benefits and disadvantages, and recommendations on what to do moving forward. Within the past few decades, scientists and doctors have begun to take notice in this decreasing time in nature. In his book, Last Child in the Woods, Richard Love introduced the idea of a nature deficit disorder, meaning that younger generations are not receiving the psychological and physical benefits that we derive from nature. Because of this, Love argues that we need to encourage natural practices in the outdoors, away from the distractions of the modern world, and not bring the source of the problem to the parks. There is also a case to be made about the tower designs currently in the parks. The concern here is whether the scenery will remain intact with the addition of the cell towers in view. As the viewer can see on the left, the cellular tree in Sequoia National Park blends in with its surrounding at this angle, but on closer inspection and perspective, it becomes a sore thumb among its neighbors as seen on the right. Thus, it could be argued that this type of development is indeed impairing the natural beauty of the park and should not be allowed by the NPS due to their mission statement. Be this as it may, on the other hand, several park officials are for the addition of telecommunications, and currently there are about 55 commercial towers and another 27 that are being proposed. They are for this because it will increase communication abilities between visitors and staff, provide a safety measure, and can aid in alleviating stress and confusion during unknown and uncertain situations. In terms of keeping the scenery, the NPS is very selective about where the towers are permitted to be built. They are adding them only in already developed areas in the front country of the national parks. They understand the importance of providing a variety of experiences for their visitors, both in the natural state and within the developed areas, and to keep the undeveloped areas as natural as possible. In summary, by providing cell service in the national parks, it would broaden the visitor experience and provide a sense of security and a form of easy communication in the front country. In conclusion, in this ever-evolving world of technology, I believe the National Park Service should be allowed to adapt their current technology to expand upon the visitor experience. I think that cellular service should be provided not only for the benefit for the park visitor, but also for the staff. It provides a sense of security and is an easier mode of communication. I also agree that they should only be in the front country, as the NPS is already doing, and that the back countries should remain as natural as possible, as Richard Love would want. So, after researching this topic, I've come up with several recommendations for the NPS to consider moving forward with their plans. 1. I'd recommend that more research should be done in the designing aspect of these cellular trees. The beauty of nature should not be impaired by the addition of technology. Cell service is only an added bonus to experiencing nature. 2. With the current cell towers, I recommend conducting more research on their efficiency. It could also inform ideal placement in the park, which service provider works best, and how to minimize service reaching the back country. This information can help improve the efficiency of future cell towers. And 3. I'd also recommend looking into how visitors are responding to the parks that already have Wi-Fi. Follow up by figuring out why they are reacting positively or negatively, and their advice on how to tailor these services to the experience in the front country. Moving forward with research, visitor response, and cell tower efficiency should be integrated into the standard measure of success. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you soon in the national parks.